I lost my first election. When I lost the election, Vajpayee ji told me that you are very young, why are you worried? So I realized that I don't have muscle power, but I will definitely use my vocal power. So I used to speak on every subject.
A young MP straight away being pushed into one of the most important ministries. What was that experience like?
When I became a young MP, 90% of the MPs do not know the names of the northeastern states. I suffered so much in my childhood. If at all I join politics, I will join a party which will take care of those neglected regions. I needed a party which really can aggressively go, Hamara Zameen, Hamara Desh. I got so much opportunities to lead the debate. When you lead the discussion of any bill, you set the tone. अगर पार्लियामेंट में हंगामा नहीं होगा तो किधर होगा?
स्वयं अभी सदन के पहले दिन सदन को बाधित करना उचित नहीं है.
Don't get dejected. After 1980 Moscow Olympics, imagine a country of India's size. India did not figure in the medal tally. Sports as a career, sports as a passion, sports as a culture. You must be able to understand that. Today, other than the IPL, all other leagues have failed. Why?
You only got a few years as sports minister. Let's say you had 10 years or 20 years.
Yeah.
What more would you have done?
People are not interested. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है sporting nation.
Sir, I also want to speak a little bit about minority affairs.
अच्छा क्या? Minority affairs के बारे में कोई बात करता ही नहीं है.
What the Parliamentary Affairs Minister's role is.
Join me in welcoming the guest of honor, Union Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Government of India, Shri Kiren Rijiju.
All right. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing today? Saturday morning. So first of all, sir, thank you so much for giving us your time. We recently met, and I requested him for some time with the students, and his one line was, anything for students. Right? So thank you so much, sir. Sir, you need no introduction, but I will still take a chance and give it a try. So you first became MP at 33. You come from a very small village in Arunachal Pradesh, and you've been a 4-time member of parliament, and you've had at least 7 portfolios already. Every time you get one, you get promoted very quickly. You started as a Minister of State for Home Affairs, then Youth Affairs, then many other affairs, and then finally Parliamentary Affairs. It's an amazing journey that you've had. And we'd love to see the other side of the journey. I think everybody sees the political journey. We also want to see your journey, right? So if I can request you to take us back to your time growing up in Arunachal Pradesh, what was that like? How did you view India, and how did you view the politics of India at that time? We would love to start there, sir.
Namaskar. I'm excited to be here in beautiful Masters Union University. And in fact, I had a different understanding before coming into your campus. After just making a quick tour of the campus and the facilities which you have inside, I must tell that the students and everybody who is associated here and studying here, they are very fortunate to be in this beautiful institution. My journey is quite different from the journey of many other of my colleagues.
Right.
And it's natural. Every person faces a unique situation in life, and then you conquer whatever, you succeed in overcoming that. In nutshell, the journey from my small village to the responsibility what I'm holding today is a long journey. probably writing a book will be quite befitting. But to just make it a point for the understanding of our young friends here, I never thought that I would be someday a member of parliament or become a minister. But the circumstances had actually pushed me here. I was just studying in village. I used to walk 2 days to reach my district headquarters. And then I saw the aeroplanes before I saw the cars. Because there were no roads.
Wow.
We could see after 1962 war, those areas where I live used to be constantly invaded by different aeroplanes, for Air Force training and all. So I used to see from the childhood the MiG-21s and all those, air assets with whatever we had. But later on, I saw the vehicle when I went to district headquarters, and then the road was built up to there. So I saw with my father, we realized, okay, the vehicles look like this. So from that situation, I somehow did reasonably well in my studies, and then I got admission in Hansraj College in Delhi University.
Yes.
So I did my graduation from there and then did my LLB from the Campus Law Center. And then while I was thinking that after my LLB, I should be practicing in one of the courts, so I was preparing myself for that.
Right.
No intention whatsoever to enter into politics. But then at that time, the situation was such that I got mingled with the society people, and then I entered into electoral politics. So that is how I started. And
There
then
must be a story there, sort of that transition.
it's a long story, as I said, but it's difficult to narrate. But in 1999,
Right.
the Bharatiya Janata Party got into first kind of an active activities in Arunachal Pradesh. Because people didn't know what is BJP is those days. And I was associated with AVP for some time. And I knew that because I very well know where I belong to. And I needed a nationalist force, a political party which is filled with, the approach to take care of every inch of our territory. Because Arunachal, it's a forgotten land those days. The Northeast didn't exist in the minds of the rulers those days here. They didn't know. The MPs, when I became young MP in 2004, 90% of the MPs do not know the names of the Northeastern states. And whenever the Northeastern people used to come to Delhi, the ministers would even not know the capital of the Northeastern state. So it didn't exist in the minds of the rulers, the government. So I needed a party which really can aggressively go and with this, patriotic fervor, hamara zameen, hamara desh, hamara jaga, so that Northeast can be there in the mind. So I realized that AVBP, which is not part of BJP, but the ideology of AVBP is close to BJP because they follow same ideology. So AVP is a student organization, Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. So I came into contact with AVP. Then naturally I aligned with BJP.
Right.
Then I said, I suffered so much in my childhood. If at all I join politics, I will join a party which will take care of those neglected regions. That is how I naturally got into BJP according to my the childhood own story and my perception.
Correct.
And then Vajpayee ji was the prime minister when
Was he the first person you met when you?
Yes, and then I lost my first election because BJP didn't have any presence. Whatever was in my own name, people didn't know BJP. So when I lost the election, Vajpayee ji told me that you are very young. Why are you worried? Even he also lost first election. Vajpayee ji lost 1951 election. So he got elected in the second election. 52 he lost and 57 he won. Then he appointed me as a member in the National Commission for Khadi Gram Udyog Ayog, National Commission for Khadi and Village Industries. I was
So you were
very
29
young.
when you fought your first election.
Yeah.
28, 29, yeah.
28.
28.
So then I served in a commission for 5 years. I was a very young guy. I even didn't know much about Khadi concept. I learned it when I was in the commission. Then I successfully won my 2004 Lok Sabha election, and since then I'm here.
So take us back to your first year as a Lok Sabha member. What was that like? Did it come naturally to you? Was it difficult? Did people recognize?
See, just to share my experience, it's better to give you an anecdote to get you the real feelings. When I came, as I said, people didn't know Arunachal Pradesh or Northeast. Majority of the MPs do not know. So one of my friend, I won't name because it's not good to name, my colleagues. So I entered into Lok Sabha. I signed my first signature and I went. My seat was last, being the youngest and junior most. So my sitting was in the last row.
Okay.
And there used to be one big stump there, which used to block the views also. So then I said, I must become senior to sit in the front someday. So when I was there in the last row, from the day one, I started giving notice, parliamentary notice, and taking advantage of the situation to speak. The more you speak, the more you will be visible and more you will be heard. So I realized that I don't have muscle power, but I will definitely use my vocal power in the house. So I used to speak on every subject. So that friend of mine, he said, "Yaar Kiren, आप तो अच्छी तरह से बोल सकते हो." तो I said, "What do you mean by आप बोल सकते हो?" आपके लोग तो बोलते ही नहीं हैं. Means the MPs from Northeast, except P.A. Sangma, former speaker, no other MP had the recognition, the visibility, or the name, or the whatever, the understanding of parliamentary democracy. There was hardly anybody. So then my colleague, he was BJP MP, said, "आप तो बहुत अच्छे बोलते हैं." So I told him that, see, Northeastern people are generally quite shy and not very aggressive. Primarily because the Indian Parliament is very noisy, messy also, and lots of tussle. Being the house of the largest democracy in the world, we are not only the most populous nation on the planet, we are the largest democracy. So you can imagine the parliament of the largest democracy in the world will be noisy naturally. So many people, today I manage the entire parliamentary affairs. Many foreigners also, my Indian friends also, they come to parliament, they say, "Oh, itna hangama hota hai, bahut hangama hota hai." So I tell them, अगर पार्लियामेंट में हंगामा नहीं होगा तो किधर होगा? यही तो होगा. But don't get dejected. This is part of the parliamentary democracy. Everybody is elected by millions. And then to carry forward their aspiration and to be their voice, if you don't speak in parliament passionately, no other place is more appropriate. So when so many MPs are coming together from different parts of the country, coming and sitting together in one forum, one house, it will be noisy. Sometimes it can be violent also, but through parliamentary means. So Northeastern MPs, even now also, they are not forthcoming in taking the lead in debates and discussion. So L.K. Advani ji was the leader of opposition that time. He immediately noticed me. That, "Kiren, you speak very well. You must take advantage of the situation and I'll give you a chance." So believe me, I may be the fastest, promoted MP. Within 3 months, the last seat where I used to occupy, I was promoted to 3 seats in the front,
In the front.
you know, because I was a frequent speaker, so they said, नहीं इसको थोड़ा आगे बिठाओ.
Very nice, very nice.
So मुझे आगे बिठाया. So that is how I started, and then within 2 years, I got opportunity to lead in some of the discussion. Because being the principal opposition party, you get a chance to lead the discussion on any bill. Any bill, the first speaker will be from the principal opposition party. So Congress had 145, we were 138. We had the difference of only 7 MPs. So naturally, so at the very young age, first tenure itself, I got so much opportunities to lead the debate. When you lead the discussion of any bill, you set the tone. So that way I got huge opportunity in the beginning itself. And then of course, during the various experiences of my different portfolios,
Very nice.
I had many opportunities.
Your first portfolio, if I'm not wrong, was straight away Minister of State for
Yes.
Home Affairs.
Yeah.
Right? So a young MP straight away being pushed into one of the most important ministries. What was that experience like?
See, MOS Home is a very critical position. Rajnath ji was my senior. He was the Home Minister. I was his deputy. Because I was already well versed with the security. I used to write columns, and my articles are still there. I used to write a lot those days. Because my understanding about national security, geopolitics has been very in-depth. Because I have traveled 155 countries before I became minister. So there's no other Indian who has traveled like me. I had checked in records also. So hardly there are a few pockets remaining on this planet I have not traveled. After becoming minister, of course, there is a protocol issue, and I can't just travel like that. It's a matter of national diplomatic issues and other things. You can't just go like that. But I've been traveling quite a lot after becoming minister, but I've been to only those countries where I've already been to many times. So after traveling extensively across the globe, I have a very distinct idea and understanding about every country, every region, and every issue which is there in the world. So when I became MOS, it became very handy for me. I need not go to even Palam airport. There's a MHA air base in Safdarjung, that old airport. So from there, you just ride on a helicopter and reach any place you want in the North India. If you want to go far away, then of course you have to go to Palam airport to take off. So then I had the hands-on experience on every issue that was prevailing. And then to deal with the security, border security, internal security, intelligence, drugs, then services. Home Ministry has around 23 divisions, border management, separate. Foreigners division means the immigration department is with the Home Ministry. The disaster management. And interstate, state-center relation, coastal security.
All Army Chief, Air Force Chief, everybody.
No, the Army, Air Force, that comes under Defense Ministry.
Okay, got it.
Here, all the central armed forces like CRPF,
CRPF.
SSB, BSF, ITBP, NDRF, Assam Rifles. These are the central armed forces in a way like paramilitary forces. And then there are issues like refugee issues, very sensitive, citizenship, and the Home Ministry has so many things to deal with. So by that time I was not junior as MP, but first time minister, 2014.
Correct.
And in the first tenure itself, to deal with such a important portfolio, high-stake ministry, I think Prime Minister Modi ji has given me a major task in the very beginning. Then of course, then I got into cabinet status and then handled many other portfolios.
So many other ministries you have held, but my favorite is of course sports and youth affairs, right? Take us back to that time. What were some of the interesting things that you worked on then?
See, I wish we speak only about sports today. Because it is such a subject. from that village where I used to walk 2 days to district headquarters, I was told there's every Wednesday, 7 o'clock, there is a Trans-Tel program which is re-telecasted in Doordarshan about how to train yourself to become a professional athlete. There was no television in my village, so I used to walk. And just to see that half an hour, Trans-Tel is a production from West Germany. Now it's a United Germany. Those days. So West Germany, there's a place called Cologne. They used to produce that beautiful sports program. Only to watch that 30 minutes program, I used to walk 2 days. And my passion about the sports was, a different level. I can't describe in words. I used to be frustrated. After 1980 Moscow Olympics, imagine a country of India's size. India did not figure in the medal tally.
At all?
No, we went not in the list. We didn't win any medals.
Not even a bronze?
No medal. 1980, when the whole Western countries boycotted the Moscow Olympics, that was the last time India won gold medal in hockey, men's hockey, and that too the entire Western countries boycotted. After that, no medal. And before that, our last bronze in Montreal, 1976, then 72 Munich, bronze medal. So I thought that even in hockey also we are not winning medals. Forget about other sporting disciplines. I was frustrated. What is that? That India is not there. The whole world is celebrating. India has not got even chance to celebrate. So I used to share about my thoughts with people. But when I became sports minister, I said, "Bas, this is the golden opportunity."
Yeah.
The frustration which I had carried for such a long time, now I am the sports minister of the country. Ab mauka mil gaya hai. So I started very, in a fundamental way, normal steps I had taken. I said, how to play, I can't tell you. I am not a coach. I'm not a professional sports person. Coach will tell you what to do. But what is to be done to have that situation, I will provide you. So the whole sporting ecosystem was in a way reframed. Then I said, we have a sporting tradition. India has a great sports traditions, but we don't have a sports culture. Then we started Khelo India. Yes. Then to make the ecosystem more vibrant, Prime Minister asked me, fitness के लिए कुछ आप सोचना चाहिए, आप खेल मंत्री है देश का. So then I created that Fit India movement. Yes. If the people of the country are fit, the ecosystem of a sporting culture will be naturally developed and the whole nation will understand the importance of fitness. Whether you play sports professionally or not, that is another thing. But you must be fit physically. To make India a fit nation, every citizen must be fit. So on the one side, we started the Fit India movement. On the other side, Khelo India movement. So Khelo India and Fit India created a perfect platform to make a situation where everybody understands that we must have a sporting culture in India. Yeah. Then there are, of course, other verticals are there, how we pushed forward. And then India got the highest numbers of medals in Tokyo Olympics. Okay. After that, I was not sports minister, I got shifted.
Well, I think that's your first love. I can feel that, for sure.
Yes.
So, what do you think are still the gaps? You only got a few years as sports minister. Let's say you had 10 years or 20 years. Yeah. What more would you have done so that we can be top 5 in the medal tally? What is required?
In 2019, I had made a very big claim that by 2028 Los Angeles Olympics in America, India should be 10th position in the medal tally. That was the dream.
Right.
And if some of you who are a sports enthusiast will realize that if you win around 12, 13 gold medals, you might come in the top 10 bracket. Depending on which country. China and US, they are leagues apart. After that, the other sporting powerhouse like South Korea, UK, Japan, Germany, Spain. These are the second-ranked countries which normally win 12 gold, 15 gold. They end up like that. So we have to be at least, in the category of 10 rank if India is to be called a sporting powerhouse, a sporting nation. So when I got shifted, the thinking of Prime Minister Modi ji started because Khelo India is basically Prime Minister's concept. I just took it forward. Of course, last Paris Olympics we did not reach that target, but I feel that we are on right course. And 2036 Olympics, if India is already making a bid, if we successfully get a chance to host the Olympics, then that will change the perception. But my personal take is a kind of awareness is already there in the mind. We need to take it forward professionally. Sports as a career, sports as a passion, sports as a culture. You must be able to understand that. Sports as a career is all those who have left their studies and other things to pursue sports. They must be successful, otherwise they will be dejected because then they will have no other options in life. Then sports is a passion. You are well in your life with whatever you are doing, but you are playing sports because you have a sports passion in your mind. One is the sports culture. You go and watch. You go and tali bajao.
Right, Brazil, Spain.
Like UK has only 6 crore population.
Right.
60 million. The English League, they are the richest in the world. Not only that, there are many other sporting clubs which are very rich. India, if 5% of Indians watch sports in television or go to the stadium and be there as a spectator, our population, 5% of Indian, is you can count it.
It's more than UK population.
So the 5% of Indian population is more than the total population of UK. So if UK can have reaches of the sporting clubs, why Indian clubs are struggling? We had the soccer league, badly failed. Today Indian soccer league is running despite heavy financial loss, but for the sake of football, they are playing. Badminton, Indian Badminton League started some 7 years back. It miserably failed in 2 years, and the sponsors and the companies, they miserably failed. They didn't even get the basic return. They all quit.
When we have such amazing players.
Today, other than the Indian Premier League, the cricket, and to some extent the Kabaddi League, all other leagues have failed. Why? Don't blame anybody. Simply, we don't watch. What is commercial gain? It's all about the profits. Now, if people don't watch sports in television, आप सिर्फ सांस बहु देखते रहेंगे, रील देखते रहेंगे, तो nobody will go get the sponsorship. मिलेंगे नहीं. Just imagine. तो इसलिए मैं बोलता हूँ, even 5% of Indians either watch in television all the sporting events, divide कर लो various sports, or you go to stadium. Our clubs will become profitable. They'll become rich clubs. Some of the people come to me and say, सर आप तो मिनिस्टर है, स्पोर्ट्स के लिए कुछ कीजिए. मैं बोलता हूँ हम कर रहे हैं. मेरा एक रिक्वेस्ट है, आप भी चाहते हैं कि स्पोर्ट्स आगे बढ़े?
अब देखिए.
हाँ, बस आप स्पोर्ट्स देखो, बस पैसा अपने आप आ जाएगा. हमको सिर्फ 5% of Indians required to watch games. मर जाएगा सर, सारा लीग मर गए. If you don't have a league, hockey league, मर गए. People don't watch. पूरा स्टेडियम खाली है. When we propose for the under 16, under 17 FIFA Women's League, हमने दिल्ली कैंसिल करना पड़ा.
लोग ही नहीं है.
आते ही नहीं है. 1991, Carl Lewis, who came to Delhi last week, he was superstar after Jesse Owens. Carl Lewis was the superstar of Indian sports.
Yeah.
He came to Nehru Stadium, 1991 for the Diamond League. He was the highest paid
Usain Bolt
superstar.
of that time.
I came all the way from university to watch Carl Lewis running Nehru Stadium. 1 lakh capacity, the capacity of the stadium. और जब कार्ल लेविस entered, he was running, वहाँ 2000 आदमी नहीं थे स्टेडियम में. What a shame. People are not interested. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है स्पोर्टिंग नेशन. सरकार जो कुछ कर रहा है, पीपल डोंट नो. सब बोलते हैं कि सरकार कुछ करना चाहिए. अरे सरकार सब कुछ करता है. आई एम टेलिंग यू, द यंग ऑडियंस टुडे, the amount of financial support Indian government provides to the athletes, no other countries, nowhere in the world does that. No one. अब चाइना में कोई गोल्ड मेडल मारेगा ओलंपिक्स में, वो मिलियनर नहीं हो जाता है. हमारा नीरज चोपड़ा एक गोल्ड मारा, वो मिलियनर हो गया. और the support 5 crore if you win the Olympic gold, World Championship 3 crore. We support 50,000 per month to all those selected athletes who are under the top scheme, target Olympic podium. Right. No other countries does that. Problem is यहाँ सिर्फ सरकार ही करता है बस. People don't realize सब कुछ सरकार तो करेगा, कर रहा है. If citizens take part, otherwise वो career कैसे बनेगा स्पोर्ट्स में? If you are, suppose 5 lakhs youths are under training for hockey. Now I'm from here, I'm going to another event. Right. वहाँ पे Indian boxers are having a big function. They won lots of medals in the Asian Youth Championship. So they have invited me to honor them. From here straight I will go to National Stadium. There are 5 lakhs hockey players under training. You meet anybody, his dream is एक दिन मैं देश के लिए खेलूंगा. वो तो सबका ड्रीम होता है, मैं इंडिया के लिए खेलना चाहता हूँ. 5 lakhs, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट प्रोफेशनल कैंप्स, हॉकी स्कूल्स. ऐसे स्कूल में हॉकी खेलने वाला तो कम से कम 50 लाख होगा. 5 lakhs आर अंडर ट्रेनिंग young players. Out of 5 lakhs, at any given time, only 32 players will be selected for national camp. Out of 32, again, 16 will be selected for India team. किसी भी टूर्नामेंट में 16 ही जा सकते हैं. तो वो बाकी 16 का सपना टूट गया. Despite being in national camp, they are not in the Indian team. जो 16 लोग जाते हैं देश के लिए, उनमें से now you imagine many of the players after retirement they suffer financial difficulties. जो एक्सेल कर गया वो तो ठीक है,
2-3,
लेकिन कितने लोग करेंगे? लेकिन आप वो सोचिए जो इंडिया टीम में आया ही नहीं है,
उसका क्या होगा?
उसका क्या होगा? किसी ने सोचा है? दैट इज व्हाई आई सेड, जो स्पोर्ट्स एज ए करियर, स्पोर्ट्स एज ए प्रोफेशन, स्पोर्ट्स एज ए पैशन, जब आप ये चीज़ को समझेंगे तो फिर दिल्ली में हॉकी लीग होगा, लोग देखेंगे, पैसे ऐसे आ जाएगा तो प्लेयर्स विल गेट ऑल द मनी. अभी आईपीएल में कितने लोग इंडिया टीम के लिए खेल रहे हैं, बट इंडिया टीम में नहीं है लेकिन आईपीएल खेल रहा है, वो भी करोड़पति है. तो द इकोसिस्टम इज पॉसिबल इफ पीपल पार्टिसिपेट इन स्पोर्टिंग एक्टिविटीज. हमारे लोग देखते ही नहीं. मैं आपको बता, मैं दुखी के साथ कह रहा हूँ ये. सिर्फ क्रिकेट देखने से नहीं होगा. अंग्रेजों ने जो खेल छोड़ के गया, क्रिकेट ठीक है, गोरों का खेल है, जरूर देखिए, मगर देसी खेल को भी देखिए. इफ यू ट्रीट ए प्लेयर हु प्लेज क्रिकेट एंड गोल्फ एज ए एलिट स्पोर्ट्स, और जो कबड्डी खेलता है, खो खो खेलता है, मलखम खेलता है, उसको गरीब प्लेयर आप मानोगे, फिर खेल नहीं आगे बढ़ सकता है. Our indigenous games are equally attractive and beautiful. But the problem is we treat the game started with the white as a superior game. अरे गोल्फ खेलने वाले प्लेयर है, कबड्डी खेलने वाला प्लेयर है, मलखम खो खो खेलता है, वो भी प्लेयर है. उनको भी इज्जत मिलना चाहिए. वो इज्जत तभी मिलेगी जब आप देखेंगे, स्पॉन्सर आएंगे, वो भी पैसे वाला होगा, ग्लैमरस होगा. So sports is again a kind of a glamorous activity. So glamour करना पड़ता है.
Sir, I also want to speak a little bit about minority affairs.
Yeah.
You know, I think that is.
अच्छा, क्या minority affairs के बारे में कोई बात करता ही नहीं.
Sir, what do you think the nation needs to do to bring the minorities up?
See, I think यहाँ तो सब young है. You have a very bright mind, fresh, vibrant thinking. You must know one thing. In this social media age, you will be totally, dragged into things which are absolutely unnecessary. I had held so many portfolios during my long tenure in politics, from Home Ministry, Law and Justice, from Earth Science to Youth Affairs and Sports. And one of the ministry I enjoyed was Ayush, Ayurvedic Yoga, Unani, and Siddha. These are very interesting portfolio I held. Presently, I have this Parliamentary Affairs and Minority Affairs. This Minority Affairs Ministry is so critical. If India has to achieve its vision of making India a Viksit Bharat by 2047, we Indians must start thinking as Indian, not as Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Buddhist, Jain, Parsi.
So last parliamentary affairs, let's come to that. I think that's very misunderstood as a ministry.
Yeah.
I think if I were to ask people here, even they may not understand what the parliamentary affairs minister's role is, job is. And I know it's a lot because I've met you a couple of times now and your phone doesn't stop ringing. Right, so.
See, amongst all the portfolios which I have handled, I think the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs is the most challenging ministry. In a way, I have to push through the business of the government. देश को भी तो चलाना है ना. देश को चलाना है तो पार्लियामेंट चलाना पड़ेगा. पार्लियामेंट में अगर बिल पास नहीं होगा तो सैलरी बंद हो जाएगा, देश नहीं चलेगा, देश ठप हो जाएगा. So, to run the parliament, you have to take confidence of every section of the house. इतने parties हैं, तो सबसे पहले तो अपना party, my party, my coalition partners, हमारे लोगों को एकजुट रखना, government agenda को place करना, then there are business advisory committee. So as a parliamentary affairs minister, I have to present the business before the committee. फिर उसको सदन में ले जाना. House is run by the chairman, speaker and the chairman, but entire business is provided by the parliamentary affairs minister. So whenever there is critical bills or important issues or something which you need to take up in the house, the opposition party will try to jeopardize. They will try to scuttle the entire thing by bringing certain political issues. Then there are log jams, there are deans created, So I don't want to pass any bills in ruckus. When there are problems in the house, let the house settle down and then we will pass. Because I want every bill to be discussed thoroughly.
So now, speaking to the youth, I think very few of us aspired to build a career in politics. Right? How do you change that? If you had to motivate these people to hopefully think about joining politics?
First of all, we must understand that politics is not only about getting elected in different house, assemblies and parliament. Limited है, parliament, assembly, local self-government, corporations and Jila Panchayats and all. These are the elected posts. And being a parliamentary democracy, we rule ourselves through elected representatives. But politics is actually much beyond. Those who manage politics from the back room and those who are in the party but not in the electoral politics but holding position in the party, just like a secretary, president and all, these all come under the same category. So if you think that you are not elected so you have failed, it's totally wrong. Of 543 MPs hai, you can't say no, only 543 people are successful. Agar if you यही पैमाना है कि those who are elected are successful, so it's totally wrong. Being in politics doesn't mean that you are in the fray of the electoral battle. You fight election, not only that. Secondly, politics mein, if you desire for financial gains and only material gains, then I think it's not a right profession. Because here you are using your position in a wrong manner. Because, see, today I am a minister. If I want to become rich, what if I will start influencing from my position? अब चीफ मिनिस्टर है, वो जिसको भी चाहेगा कॉन्ट्रैक्ट काम दिला देगा, वो तो ऐसे ही अमीर हो जाएगा. तो it will be totally misuse of your positions and powers. वो तो बिल्कुल नहीं करना चाहिए.
How should we start, sir? मतलब, tomorrow I want to start interviewing. What do I do next?
See, एक तो है कि established political parties का साथ join करता है. You align with certain big political parties.
So you go to the state office of the party?
You see, there are applications for membership. Every political party has a membership drive. You become primary member and then active member. Once you become the active member of the party, you are entitled to claim कि भाई मैं तो पार्टी का हूँ, मुझे यहाँ वार्ड में कॉर्पोरेटर का लड़ाई लड़ना है, एमएलए लड़ना है, ये लड़ना है. अदरवाइज ऑल्सो कभी कभी चुनाव नहीं लड़ता लेकिन पार्टी उसको नॉमिनेट करते हैं. जैसे सुधा मूर्ति है. सुधा मूर्ति को प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने सोचा कि शी कैन नॉट विन इलेक्शन बिकॉज शी इज नॉट इनटू द इलेक्टोरल बैटलफील्ड. सो शी वाज नॉमिनेटेड एज अ एमपी फ्रॉम द नॉमिनेशन क्वार्टर. So there are many ways and means to enter into politics. आ जाते हैं और some of people are indirectly involved in politics. Member है पार्टी का, but background से support करते हैं. If you want to encourage youth from joining politics, then you can tell them first, either you join a political party or you form a political party on your own. Forming on political party is very expensive and tedious in India because the situation is very intense. It's difficult to win people's support. The easiest way is to join an established political party, and also you can help in management of the party. हर political party का management group होता है. Campaign management, program management, event management. So you help in managing the affairs of that political party. So it depends on the youth how they want to involve in politics.
But do they get paid, sir? Like,
Oh, of course. Especially in management, it's a professional game. आजकल तो सब professional ही होते हैं, management करते हैं.
And sir, you know, you being here in Delhi for so many years and holding such portfolios, you have really given the due prominence to the region that you come from.
Yes.
Right? What do you see the future of that region? What is your vision for that region?
As my thinking about India is very positive, very bright. Same is about my region, Northeast and Arunachal Pradesh. आपको शायद बहुत लोगों को नहीं मालूम होगा. In next 10 to 12 years, Arunachal Pradesh will become the richest state in India, per capita income में. All the natural resources what we have a less population but big state. Arunachal can come up to like Qatar, UAE and all this high income small countries. Because the natural resources, if we augment it properly, can put Arunachal into a different league simply because our resources are endless. आप हाइड्रो पावर का ही देख लो. ये जो गंगा मैया जैसे नदी, वहाँ तो सैकड़ों है उस साइज का नदी अरुणाचल में. You go to any basin. In fact, we have a problem of plenty. इतना नदियाँ हैं अरुणाचल में, उसको ब्रिज बनाना भी हमारे लिए हेडेक है. इतना पैसा डालना पड़ता है. इतना नदी है, फ्रेश वाटर फ्लोइंग. यहाँ लोग पानी के लिए तरसता है. हमारा पानी मतलब fresh water from the snow, from the pristine jungle forest. इतना gifted land है. And then we have petroleum, we have coal, we have, and largest area of forest cover in India is in Arunachal. We have so many precious metals there. हमारा जो flora and fauna is so much of, abundance in its availability. Anything you want, it's there. Right from tropical to subtropical to tundra, taiga region of climatic condition. सब कुछ है. And within a span of 6 hours, you can drive from the tropical, hot and humid to dry to the Arctic type of weather condition in the peak of the Himalayas. इतना varieties एक single state में है, आसान नहीं है. मैं तो हिमाचल भी जाता हूँ, मैं उत्तराखंड भी जाता हूँ, मैं लद्दाख भी जाता हूँ, मैं बाकी पहाड़ों जगह में मैंने देखा है. वो नहीं है जो अरुणाचल में है. Dense forests in the foothills, then temperate, beautiful landscape in the middle segment of Arunachal to the high mountains. तो उस natural resources को if you augment it, if you utilize it, then naturally Arunachal will have a kind of lifestyle which no other Indian states have. Secondly, Northeast is becoming a hub, economic hub. But more than that, Northeast is now contributing to the India's growth. See, when you talk about Viksit Bharat, India has to constantly grow more than 7% for next 20 plus years. So the contribution of Northeast is now coming forward. Not only human capital, the natural resources also.
We will all try to come, sir. We'll
You
try to do an
take them
immersion.
sponsor from your pockets as sponsor.
Done. So getting there is my job. Hosting is, we will let you.
I tell you now, if Pratham sponsors your trip, your stay in Arunachal, आपका वहाँ का logistic खाना पीना, I'll take care of that.
Oh, wow. We will make it happen when you are also there.
I'll try to be there, but I'll ensure that your trip is well
Because
managed.
today we only had 1 hour. This could have gone on for at least 2 more hours. We'll do chapter 2 next in Arunachal.
Right.
But sir, thank you so much for the passion with which you spoke today. And we could see the love that you have for the region, for the country, for sports, for minority affairs. Genuinely, it didn't seem like I'm talking to a politician or a MP or a minister. It genuinely seemed like, very accessible. Thank you so much, sir, for giving us the time. And your team had told me 12:15. It's 12:45. So sorry to you.
I'm late for the next program.
You're late. But
Anyway, thank you very much for having me here, and I really like the ambience here, the college, as I said in the beginning.
Welcome back
Fortunate for all of you to be part of this university. And in life, I would like to end with this my advice. In life, don't measure your success with one achievement. Today you achieve something, you become happy. Tomorrow you fail in another thing, you become sad. ऐसा मत कीजिए. Every step, you enjoy it. Failure is a part of life, it's okay. But for me, what is success is, wherever you are, whichever position you may hold, if you can do justice to that position, then you are successful. Last week, 2 weeks back, I was in Labasna. So entire IAS, IPS, IFS, income tax, all elite services of India, 100%, close to 900, they were in Labasna. So I was invited to lecture one of their sittings. So I told them, becoming IAS officer is an achievement. Don't mistake it as a success. Success will be counted when you do justice
to that position.
To that position and when you serve the people as an IAS officer. आप IAS officer हो कि चोरी करेगा तो उसको क्या success मानेगा? नहीं है. So wherever you are, do justice from that position. That is success. Achievement is step by step. Many achievement. Achievement is not success. Achievement is for yourself. Success is when you serve the people.
That's it. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Oh, we've already taken that.
Bat ले लिया मैंने पहले.
Bat पहले दे दिया.
I'm going to play with this cricket bat. और बाकी MPO को छक्के चलाऊंगा.